Hello, my dear students. Good morning to all of you. I am your English teacher, Mr. Jaspreet Singh. I hope you all are fit and fine at home. Today, we are going to talk about an English poem, How Pleasant to Know Mr. Lear, written by Edward Lear. Before starting the poem, we just take a look at biography of the writer because I believe it is necessary to read about the life of a writer and to know about the age in which he lived to understand his literary work. So just take a brief look. Edward Lear was a British poet and painter known for his absurd wit. He was born on May 12, 1812 and began his career as an artist at the age of 15. His father, a stockbroker of Danish origins, was sent to debtors' prison when Lear was 13, and the young Lear was forced to earn a living. Lear quickly gained recognition for his work and in 1832 was hired by the London Zoological Society to execute illustrations of birds. In the same year, the Earl of Derby invited Lear to reside at his estate. Lear ended up staying on until 1836. Now we come to the poem, How Pleasant to Know Mr. Lear. This poem is autobiographical. The writer talks about his own character, but from the distance, so he uses third person pronoun he. When we read this poem, we feel a melancholic or a sad tone of the writer, and this poem raises the question of identity as well. Look at its title, How Pleasant to Know Mr. Lear. But many words in the poem are unpleasant in the poem. It means title of the poem is ironic. Now we read it. How pleasant to know Mr. Lear, who has written such volumes of stuff. Some think him ill-tempered and queer, but a few think him pleasant enough. His mind is concrete and fastidious. His nose is remarkably big. His visage is more or less hideous. His beard resembles a wig. Here visage means appearance, hideous means unpleasant, concrete and fastidious means practical. Means Mr. Lear is a writer who has written many literary works. In the next line he is described as an ill-tempered and a weird or odd person, but in the very next line the writer says him pleasant enough. These lines show a sharp contrast about Mr. Lear. In the next stanza, Mr. Lear is described an unusual by appearance and a practical man. In the next stanza he says he has ears and 2 eyes and 10 fingers. Leastways, if you reckon 2 thumbs. Long ago he was one of the singers, but now he is one of the dumbs. He sits in a beautiful parlor with hundreds of books on the wall. He drinks a great deal of marsala, but never gets tipsy at all. Reckon means to calculate. Parlor means a sitting room for talk. Marsala is the name of a wine. In this stanza, the writer says that unlike the first stanza, in this stanza the writer is trying to show the character of a common man like others by saying that he sits in the room for talk, drinks wine, and says him a balanced person by saying he never gets tipsy or drunk. So there is a contradiction between the lines, between 2 stanzas. It will go in the next lines as well. He has many friends, laymen and clerical. Old Foss is the name of his cat. His body is perfectly spherical. He wears a runcible hat. He beeps by the side of the ocean. He beeps on the top of the hill. He purchases pancakes and lotion and chocolate shrimps from the mill. Runcible means silly. Shrimp is the name of a jellyfish. So here poet seems to praise the character by saying that he is friend of all, from layman to priest. but he has uncommon body and appearance. Here we can understand that do not judge a book by cover means don't judge people by appearance and clothes. In the next line, there is melancholic or sad tone and sharp contrast again. In first two lines, he cries by sitting on the side of the ocean and on the top of the hill and cries almost everywhere. And in the next two lines, he purchases good eatable things to enjoy it. So there is also contradiction, and there are dislikes and likes of the character Mr. Lear. So there is a question that arises, that is about identity, how people judge each other. So in next line, he reads but he cannot speak Spanish. He cannot avoid ginger beer. In the days of his pilgrimage Venice, how pleasant to know Mr. Lear. Ere means before, pilgrimage a holy journey. He doesn't speak Spanish but can read Spanish. He dislikes ginger beer. In the end, the poet says that it is pleasant to know this man before his death. But through this poem, time of Mr. Lear will never come to an end. So it's good writing, and we come to know about poet's own personality, likes and dislikes.